chasing that money, living for the thrill, aiming for the top, gotta make a kill. Street smart, no room for the weak. Cross us once, you'll feel the heat. Taking what we want, we don't ask for permission. Running with the wolves, a dangerous coalition. Living on the edge, no time for hesitation. Heal shit podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. But in this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Following the norm, always causing pain. But in this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Heal shit podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. But in this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Walking in the shadows, always on the profit. Fast cars, big dreams, living on the edge. Haters talking trash, but we ain't even faced. Just rebels with the cars, breaking all the rules. Bosses in the game, always playing it cool. Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heal shit podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. But in this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Chasing that money, living for the thrill, aiming for the top, gotta make a kill. Street smart, no room for the weak. Cross us once, you'll feel the heat. Taking what we want, we don't ask for permission. Running with the wolves, a dangerous coalition. Living on the edge, no time for hesitation. Heal shit podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. But in this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. But in this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Heal shit podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. But in this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Bad guys do heal shit, no one can stop it. Walking in the shadows, always on the profit. Fast cars, big dreams, living on the edge. Haters talking trash, but we ain't even faced. Just rebels with the cars, breaking all the rules. Bosses in the game, always playing it cool. Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heal shit podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain.
Viewer discretion time.
Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, Heel Faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz. That's Minor, what are you doing here? This is Minor Cordz, ladies and gentlemen, my youngest. And we're going to talk about what if CM Punk didn't leave WWE in 2014. And Draven is a huge CM Punk mark.
He died.
CM Punk mark. So we'll have a good time on this episode. We'll be right back.
Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain.
Sorry for the cackling during that video intro. Minor Cordz, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
gone for 5 minutes and you replaced me?
No, she took it by force.
Give me the introduction.
That's Draven Grimes. We're talking CM Punk tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we are? I want to talk about the best
In the world. All right. So, what if CM Punk did not leave WWE in 2014?
WWE went a better place.
It might have been.
Short, sweet, and to that point.
It might have been.
Oh, so let's give a little history lesson before we get into this, shall we? So, in early 2014, there was a meeting between CM Punk, Triple H, and one Vince McMahon, where CM Punk was very ill at the time and wanted help. But instead of that, they were more worried about him pissing in a cup and passing a drug test. You know, a straight-edge guy passing a drug.
Yeah, that was
Right.
hugely
And
on
he
their
had
worry
this.
list.
He has this massive lump on the side, like right there on his trunk line. It was bothering him. It blew up. Turned out to be fucking gangrene.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. You can go back and listen to Art of Wrestling, the CM Punk episode, if it's still up. And he walked out because the company was not holding his best interests in heart.
Yep.
And as CM Punk does, he walks to the beat of his own drum, and he walked out.
Can't really blame him.
Was suspended, which meant fucking nothing. They still try to use him for storylines with the Brock Lesnar Undertaker build up. Didn't really mean too much. And then they went and fucking fired his ass. They sent him his fucking resignation papers on his wedding day.
Not resignation papers, his dismissal.
Same fucking thing.
His walking papers, the pink slip.
The ultimate form of disrespect, if you will.
Yes.
Yeah, no. I mean, we see why CM Punk walked out, because at that time, that was a toxic work environment for CM Punk.
Yep.
But what if everything went to plan for WrestleMania season that year? And we have a little conversation, little back and forth, if you will, about how I feel CM Punk in 2014 going into 2015 might look. What if?
What if?
What if? So let's get into it as soon as I grab my cord. The dark cord. Yeah. Got me all clustered up over here. Do. Password in. Ed. All right. Let's say that meeting happened.
Yeah.
And they gave him time off to get healed up.
Mm.
Let's say they do go into WrestleMania 30 with the original plan of Triple H versus CM Punk. And CM Punk's supposed to go over at that WrestleMania. He goes over, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Let's go ahead and say Daniel Bryan gets put into the three-way. He doesn't have to go through all the shenanigans and shit. So, here's the thing with Daniel Bryan. She got me all clustered. Here's the thing with Daniel Bryan. His biggest build-up was because of CM Punk's walkout. The whole yes movement, the entire Daniel Bryan was supposed to be in the main event thing. That none of that was supposed to happen.
Okay.
That happened because the fans voiced their opinion.
Correct.
So how do we get Daniel Bryan into the main event slot when Batista and Randy Orton are in the main event? But we still get Daniel Bryan into this triple threat somehow. We turn him heel.
Okay.
We turn him heel. We have him beat up on both Randy and Batista, essentially turning them baby faces, which is kind of going to kill off the evolution thing later down the line, but that's neither here nor there in this particular story. But we get him there. WrestleMania 30, still in the triple threat. So he takes time off. He gets this taken care of. He returns at Royal Rumble. He enters the Royal Rumble match, gets eliminated by Corporate Kane. All this happens. The post-Raw, they do an injury angle, which gets him off television. Let's take one more bump safely. This is where Daniel Bryan turns heel. This is how all that gets set up. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Elimination Chamber, we have him return. He's taken off about 5-6 weeks. Get this taken care of. Antibiotics flowing through him. A little bit of rehab. Make him feel good about himself again. Makes his return at Elimination Chamber in a surprise between Corporate Kane, J&J Security, going against Daniel Bryan and shit like that. For some reason, Daniel Bryan's feuding these guys, blah, blah, blah. CM Punk interferes, saves Daniel. Daniel Bryan attacks CM Punk, essentially turning heel. And then the whole Daniel Bryan thing just goes off, right? Because of this, CM Punk is now upset with Hunter for allowing his cronies to go after Daniel like that, for him not to make the save, and for Daniel to feel so betrayed by everybody that he has to, in turn, turn on his friend. And that's the basis for CM Punk versus Triple H.
Okay.
So we'll lead into that to WrestleMania 30. Back and forth promos, a couple of beatdowns. What the fuck?
Thank you, Elwood. He's getting
Where's
pretty
your
handy.
pants?
Jesus. It does a good thing with the mic positioning, but he doesn't have pants on. Like, he's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
I have no words. I have no words.
God damn it.
I am so fucking.
Let's look at the positive. He helped the mic out.
Let's look at the negatives. He still smells like Ben Gay and depression.
Trying to. Bro.
I don't want that now. I don't want
Come
that
on,
now.
dog.
There are green fumes on that motherfucker. Wash your hands. Don't put anything in your mouth. Where was I? CM Punk.
Herbert De La Garza. Doing fine, man. Doing fine.
I'm not doing fine. That was also a whole drink. So we're going into the CM Punk Triple H feud. Back and forth promos. There's a couple of beatdowns. The go home Raw before WrestleMania. We have Triple H standing over CM Punk on like a 3-on-1 beatdown. What does that tell you? Punk's gonna fucking go over. CM Punk versus Triple H. We go about 20 minutes. Punk goes over. Everybody's happy. But what happened after WrestleMania 30? This is where our conversation is going to begin. Where everything I just gave you leading up to this moment, where would you take this? Or I tell you where I took this.
I think you. Who has the belt right now?
Let me see. I gave it to Daniel Bryan anyway.
Okay.
So he won the WWE title at the main event.
And Punk and Bryan are allies right now?
They're on rocky roads.
What up, Kane?
Let's just say at the end of the show, Punk came out and shook his hand, but there was like no fully embrace or anything like that. Because when he returned at Elimination Chamber, Daniel did attack him,
Okay.
essentially kind of turning heel. But because of that storyline, they dropped that. Daniel was like, I made a mistake. That shouldn't have happened. I'm going to earn my way into WrestleMania. He earns his way into the triple threat, wins the title there. Punk comes out, still kind of timid, shakes his hand, walks off. So they're kind of allies, they're frenemies. It's Ospreay and Swerve.
So Punk just beat Triple H. I think you got to put him right back in the main event scene. Maybe he crawls back into title contention with wins over Rollins at the time.
This is before the Shield breakup, though.
Still.
The Shield breakup doesn't happen until like mid-June.
Yeah, but they're still wrestling singles.
There's
Yeah, Mox had the U.S. title while they were all together. They still work singles.
Yeah, but in this time, this is the WrestleMania that they fucking faced the New Age Outlaws.
Mm-hmm.
They were strict tag team and shit right now because they just turned babyface against the Authority.
Okay.
Which is fine if that's the way you want to run it.
Well, I'm trying to think about who was in the main event picture at the time. We're talking
John, Brock,
the guys from Evolution,
Randy, Batista. Not quite Bray yet.
right? So yeah, he's gonna have to go on a tear, and maybe we see Bryan and Punk at SummerSlam.
Okay. This is how I got it, and this is for April and May. Punk goes into a feud with Batista. Batista, for whatever reasons, blaming Punk for the loss. They go into Backlash, come out of Backlash. He's still dealing with the Authority. Now he's fucking feuding with Kane. Goes into Extreme Rules, whatever. On the same side, Daniel Bryan is working back-to-back pay-per-views with Randy Orton. One at Backlash, one at Extreme Rules, retaining on both. And that's going to go into June, which is the Money in the Bank pay-per-view month.
Right.
We put CM Punk winning the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Okay.
Teasing that he doesn't need it, but he's holding it just in case Daniel Bryan slips up. Damn it back. Get a new straw on commercial. Daniel Bryan ends up working Batista at this pay-per-view and retaining. So from there, with Punk, at least in this, Punk's winning Money in the Bank again. That turns him into the first 3-time Money in the Bank winner.
Okay.
This will be the third time that he's won it as a babyface.
Okay.
But you can kind of see the seeds are kind of planted there. Like he kind of wants to turn, he kind of wants to tween a little bit, but he's not doing it yet. And at the same time, Daniel Bryan's just fucking over as a babyface. Straight over. Can't get anybody to boo him to save his life. He's like Jeff Hardy in 2001.
Okay.
From there, how do you see July's pay-per-view and August, which will be SummerSlam, coming together?
I think that the babyface Punk would not bitch out and try to cash in the briefcase the coward's way. I think the match at SummerSlam, he calls the shot. He's gonna cash in his briefcase, the main event at SummerSlam. I and then I think just for the sake of this argument, Punk beats Bryan at SummerSlam.
Okay. What if I told you that I like where you're going with this? That's too short term for me. What if I told you they're not touching at all as far as an actual match, like an actual one match for a Because I am going to turn one, and he's going to be the dastardly, diabolical, seditious motherfucker you ever met. Moxley levels of.
Okay. So after Money in the Bank, Bryan has already beaten Randy twice in a row.
Beating Batista.
I think Punk has to start picking these guys off too. I think it makes a lot of sense to go into a Punk Randy Orton feud right there.
Okay.
Evolution's still together in your timeline?
Loosely. Like we can bring them together if we need to, but I had them split back off. Triple H is doing like the full authority thing, and I got Batista and Randy working singles.
Okay. So maybe, maybe Batista's involved in some way with, helping Randy try to double team Punk and get some wins. But I think, I think a feud with Randy Orton is where I would go. And before we move on, let's go ahead and throw it to our first commercial, and we will be right back. What up, Yo Faction? Today's day and age, internet security is of paramount importance. That's why today's sponsor is Surfshark VPN. Tell them about it, Draven.
It was really quite simple. VPNs are the way of the future. Keeps your stuff secure, safe, and out of hackers' hands. You want to go watch Netflix over in Japan? Flip that shit over. You want to go watch the capital P word, and you can't because you're in one of these states that got it banned? Flip that shit over to another country. Really quite simple.
Absolutely. Keeps your information safe, out of the hands of hackers. VPNs, as Draven said, are the future. If you use the link in the description, you can get Surfshark VPN for 88% off, plus 3 free months.
Damn, that's quite a steal.
Yeah, we're talking about less than $2 per month, plus 3 free months. You sign up using the link in the description. Safe surfing, happy surfing, keep your shit safe. We'll get back to the show. All right, we are back. Want to remind everybody about the YouTube memberships. If you hit that join button down in this area, we got 2 tiers to choose from, as low as $1.99 a month. Check them out. We would love to have you as a member. So let's read off some of these comments.
You're right ahead, my brother.
Ralph says, no Punk walkout equals no yes movement.
I agree with that 100%.
Let's see. Punk and Brock 2 at Mania. Let's see. Punk versus Sammy in 2016 would have been good.
Percent.
Punk would have been a Grand Slam champ.
Not so sure about that one. Punk could have helped build NXT early's momentum. He kind of did to a point, because remember in 2012 when NXT really got going as like an actual third like developmental brand, he made a few shots down there as well as a couple of other main roster talent. Went down there, did guest appearances. So I mean, he kind of did.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
Okay.
We're going into SummerSlam for July and August. I got Punk and Daniel Bryan team up occasionally, tag team matches against the Authority. But Punk is starting to show signs of ego and frustration because how over Daniel Bryan is compared to him.
Okay.
He's teasing in, cashing in Money in the Bank on Bryan once or twice, but never does. And similar to how we did it with Moxley last week. Or not Moxley, Rollins. Excuse me. When Roman had the title and Seth had the Money in the Bank contract.
Okay.
Similar to that. Friendly fire, so to speak. SummerSlam, we have Daniel Bryan defending the title against Brock Lesnar
Okay.
instead of John Cena. Because remember, in this time frame, this is where Daniel Bryan won the title from John Cena and then lost immediately because Randy Orton cashed in his Money in the Bank that year. Okay. But we have him defending against Brock Lesnar, and he retains barely. And in this pay-per-view, we also have CM Punk facing Seth Rollins for the Money in the Bank contract. CM Punk wins. He retains his contract. He retains his title opportunity. After SummerSlam, they do a post show or something like that. Punk cuts a promo implying that he would have handled Lesnar a lot better than Daniel Bryan could have.
Okay.
Now we poking the bear.
Now we poking them.
So this is where the slow burn really starts kicking in. Night of Champions. Punk cashes in Money in the Bank in advance. Calls a shot. Challenging Daniel Bryan for a one-on-one match inside Hell in a Cell.
So I kind of had it right with calling a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Just wrong pay-per-view.
Yep. Bryan accepts, so we go straight to Hell in a Cell 2014. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan. It ends in a double pin.
You've been doing that recently. You did a double
Because
pin last week.
Because you don't see it a lot these days.
Right.
And it's not used correctly. It doesn't make sense. This is one of those situations of these guys go 30 minutes nonstop. They're so damn tired. The first match I remember seeing this was the New Year's 2003 edition of Monday Night Raw. It was Triple H versus Shawn Michaels for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Okay.
2004. New Year's Eve to New Year's, whatever. That week. Where they did a World Heavyweight Championship match. They went 30 minutes. The finish was that knee buster that Triple H does, kick him, goes to the pedigree, spins out, goes for a super kick, does it, goes for the pedigree, do it again. He hits the super kick. When he lands on him, laying on his back, with his shoulders laying on the mat as well as Triple H's. And the referee counts to 3.
Yeah.
And when that happens, that's basically a null and void.
Right.
Nobody wins, nobody loses, so the title can't be switched or anything like that. I like those finishes because it's one of those things that you don't see that often anymore.
Yeah. I agree. I remember that also.
Mm-hmm. So we do that. They go 30 minutes. Double pin. Match is ruled a draw. Post-match, the mutual respect dissolves. CM Punk's pissed off. Daniel Bryan goes for a handshake. CM Punk slaps his taste into the 5th row.
Oh, shit.
And fucking leaves.
So Punk turns.
Because, let's face it, a heel CM Punk is a whole lot better than a babyface CM Punk.
True. True.
So between Hell in a Cell and Survivor Series, they put a Survivor Series match together. Team Punk versus Team Bryan. Each captain has a team of mid-cards. For Daniel Bryan, he's got Ziggler, he's got Ambrose, he's got Roman. For the heels, Rollins, Kane, and Cesaro. 4-on-4.
Okay.
Tension erupts as Punk and Bryan tag themselves in, beat the shit out of each other. Each man takes out the other's respective team members until it's down to them two. CM Punk pins Daniel Bryan with a shock GTS.
I like it.
Where are we at so far on your side? How do you feel?
I think that's the next logical thing that has to happen. I mean, you're going into Survivor Series. It's got to be Team Punk versus Team Bryan.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Punk getting the pinfall?
I think it's a very smart idea because the title's not on the line.
Mm-hmm.
And it puts a little bit of doubt in that he can beat him for the title. So I like it.
Okay. So let's go into TLC 2014. We'll finish this off. We'll take one more commercial break, and then we'll finish up the year, and then we'll recap. So for TLC 2014, going into that, Daniel Bryan is now demanding a rematch with CM Punk, which in of itself is an issue because Seth Rollins was named the #1 contender for the WWE title at TLC. Daniel Bryan wants nothing to do with that. He wants CM Punk. CM Punk's like, yeah, I'll do that if you beat Seth Rollins tonight. Because of that, CM Punk helps Daniel Bryan beat Seth Rollins to put himself in the championship match.
Okay.
So now we have a three-way going into TLC. Because of the total chaos this has occurred, it's been made official that this match will be a TLC match for the WWE Championship at TLC.
Very nice.
All right. So going into this match, we got CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, TLC. Bryan retains after handcuffing Seth Rollins.
Corbin, thank you so much for joining the heel faction.
After handcuffing Seth Rollins and putting Punk in the yes lock, the LaBelle lock, until he passes out.
Okay.
So once he passes out, goes up the ladder, grabs the championship, retains the title. Post-match, CM Punk's clearly pissed off. He's clearly bitter about what happened, accusing Daniel Bryan of stealing his spotlight, saying he hijacked the show for you, but they begged me to come back. Going back to WrestleMania, how that whole build up from the Elimination Chamber with them two starting and Daniel Bryan, yeah, all that bullshit. So we're going into that. Your thoughts and queries before we go into commercial.
I think, Punk would definitely be a guy that would pass out instead of tapping out. I don't know so much about that, about him having any reason to accuse Bryan of stealing his moment. Although Punk as a heel, he could say anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm there with you. I'm just curious as to why he would say that. It's not like it's a match that's more important to Punk than it is to Daniel.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not even just WWE. What if we're gonna pull back the wool a little bit? What if we're gonna drop a little pipe bomb here? What if we pull this back to say of Honor? What if they pull some history from there? Just may or may not happen.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and hit the nice old commercial break, pay some bills, and we will come back and go into the new year.
All right. We will be right back.
Let me introduce you to our new sponsor, Smackin' Sunflower Seeds. Check this out. They sent us this huge box of samples with all these amazing flavors. From traditional flavors like the OG and ranch, unique flavors like cinnamon churro, and my favorite, backyard barbecue.
Absolutely, man. Let's not forget the garlic parmesan, the cracked black pepper, and my personal favorite, the maple brown sugar. It is grade A, phenomenal, my guy.
So me, Draven, and Miner all sat down, went through all these flavors. Of course, we each had our favorite, but one thing we agreed on, this is an amazing brand. If you're a sunflower seed eater, you definitely need to check this out. If you're not a sunflower seed eater, you still need to check these out because they got a flavor that you like without question. Miner's favorite was dill pickle. I like the barbecue. Use the link in the description and enjoy.
All right, we are back. Want to remind everybody about the YouTube memberships. Hit that little join button down there. We got 2 tiers to choose from, as low as $1.99 a month. Check them out. We'd love to have you as a member.
Good deal. Good deal. So we're going into the new.
Mm-hmm.
We got a heel Punk. We got a babyface Daniel. Punk's riddling off some shit. Punk's drinking the without Heyman there. So the last Raw 2014, they are forced to tag with each other against Seth Rollins and Randy Orton. Post-match, CM Punk attacks Daniel Bryan after they lose. Beats the shit out of him. Makes him bleed. Holds the title over his head. Then cuts a promo. I walked out of the company once because of people like you, Brian. But now I'm staying to destroy everything they ever loved.
Nice.
He's fucking gone haywire. So that is the last image we have of 2014. CM Punk cutting this promo, dropping a pipe bomb, leaving a Daniel Bryan battered, beating him. How do you feel?
I like it. We're going full sadistic heel with Punk this time.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. That's my favorite kind of heel.
All right. So the build up into Royal Rumble 2015. This shit gets personal. Each man brings up Ring of Honor history. Their indie roots, who truly represents the underdog spirit. Daniel Bryan calls CM Punk a sellout. CM Punk calls Daniel Bryan a charity case. It's getting real.
It definitely
Kind
is.
of want these to actually happen. I would love to actually see this fantasy booking happen. So we're in the home stretch. I said we would go to WrestleMania the following year. I feel that'd be a good stopping point for this.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble. Actually, no, I'm stopping at the Royal Rumble this year.
Elwood, what the fuck are you doing?
My guy, the fuck.
This is not the time for that shit, Elwood.
Dude, I know a maximum. What?
He's measuring for a new
New
sign.
sign. Yes. Yeah. Elwood.
You know
We
we're
got
live right
weeks.
now, bro.
If you that small, you shut the hell up when you try to talk to me. Here, take this.
We got 1,700 people
Take
watching
this,
us, and you're
you
trying to measure
blubbering
for a
fucking
sign?
idiot.
Good Lord, man.
At least, look, you have all day, but I'm not here to do this shit. All day.
Yeah.
You wait till I'm here to pull some shenanigans.
Dax, we appreciate it. We love y'all too.
Where's the Midol?
Fuck.
Fucking can't. So I'm ending this at Royal Rumble. Because I kind of want to end it here. I want a nice discussion over all of this before we get into our final thoughts. The beatdowns happen. Punk is gone full-blown heel. Because of this, they bring up Ring of Honor history. And what's one thing Ring of Honor is known for?
Wrestling.
Straight wrestling. How long can you wrestle?
Ah, yes.
Daniel Bryan demands a match with CM Punk for the WWE Championship in a 60-man Iron Man match.
60-minute Iron Man match.
For the title. This is how it's going to break down. Follow me.
So what? We've got an Iron Man match and then the Rumble matches? That's the entire pay-per-view.
We made it a 50-man Rumble. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
We put women in this bitch too. Fuck it.
Not just Nia Jax.
But to be fair, we started the show with the Royal Rumble. We're closing it with this.
Nice.
Ready?
Yep.
First fall happens at 45 minutes.
Damn.
CM Punk. Now, usually the way Iron Man matches work, you get 30 seconds in between each pinfall.
Right.
Daniel Bryan did not want this. He wanted straight, pure rules, just like Ring of Honor used to do.
Okay.
Pinfall after pinfall after pinfall. CM Punk took advantage of this. He got 2 straight pinfalls. On the third one, Daniel Bryan kicked out. It is. What the fuck did he call the Basaki knee? WWE. Was it just the knee?
I think it was the Busaiku knee.
No, I never heard it called that in WWE.
Really? I could have sworn I had.
He hits the Basako knees and got a pinfall. Immediately, as soon as he got the pinfall, flipped him over into the S-lock, tied it up 2-2.
Nice.
Last 5 minutes, they reenact the double pinfall, but instead of null and voiding it, they go 3-3. All right. The final 30 seconds, they're transitioning between the label lock and the Anaconda Vice. Timer goes off. After the timer goes off, CM Punk taps out. Match ends 3-3. Triple H comes out, says we're not doing that. Daniel Bryan said that's bullshit. He wants 10 more minutes. One gets a pin.
Holy shit.
Comes Triple H again. He's calling it. Wants it as a draw. Punk is like, fuck you, Hunter. I want 10 more minutes. Go 10 more minutes.
Holy shit.
Either one stand. Bell finally rings. Paramedics coming out there to check on him. You got Hunter coming out there to check on him. Daniel Bryan grabs the fucking microphone. Says he wants 5 or Triple H doesn't want it to happen. It's a Basaka knee.
Oh shit.
Jumps up, takes one big step, and just nails him with it. Collapses again. Triple H gets up, says, what? Fuck both of you. Get 10 more minutes.
Shit.
And if this doesn't end in 10 minutes, I'm stripping both of you of this title.
Damn.
They both get up. They beat out of each other. Straight pure wrestling. Final 30 seconds comes. CM Punk's got him in an Anaconda Vice, and he's wrenching on that for his life. Never seen this thing as deep as it is right now. Daniel Bryan throws his legs up, head, turns it, not into the label lock. He slaps on the cattle mutilation.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2. Punk taps out at 2 seconds.
Holy shit.
The
Hold
crowd,
on. Dorian Wexler, thank you so much for joining the heel faction as a plus member.
The crowd explodes. It's witnessed 100, 4-3.
God damn it. I'm tired after that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great match. So
After-
Punk does not.
After the match, both men are trying to be put on stretchers. Neither one wants on the stretcher. They wheel themselves up by the fucking ropes. They meet in the middle of the fucking ring. They fucking butt heads like they're about to fucking go at it. CM Punk shakes his hand. They both collapse, and that's how the show ends. It's collapsing their hands, touching.
Dope. Damn, son. You put some ass into that match.
Always the grand finale.
So Punk does not regain a championship.
Nope, but he turns back babyface. For 100 minutes, the best in the world wrestled the best in the world.
True.
So overall,
100-minute Iron Man.
so overall, we went 12 months from the time that he was supposed to leave WWE till 1 year in. I can book this out another 6 months if I wanted to.
Sure, he could.
But let's leave it here. Overall, is there anything there that you would change up as far as how the story between Daniel Bryan and CM Punk kind of built up?
How it built up, no. I would have liked to have seen Punk make the face turn and win the belt at the Royal Rumble. But that's semantics.
Yeah, but that would be too soon after turning heel.
Well, even in your story, he turns face again at Royal Rumble.
After the Rumble, after he's
After
humbled,
the Rumble.
after he's humbled.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think I would do much different. Like, I'm trying to think back through it all. I'm just thankful that you gave Daniel Bryan a decent run with the title. Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
think of the people that he worked. He worked Randy twice, Batista, worked Seth Rollins. He worked fucking Brock Lesnar. Got over on Brock Lesnar before going into this feud with CM Punk. And there for about 2 months, he wasn't even defending the title. It was just a feud. And even the feud with CM Punk didn't win the first one.
Yeah.
Inside Hell in a Cell, it was a double pin. He lost the Survivor Series match, but should have lost momentum. Going into that last Raw, being forced into a tag match, losing against Randy Orton, which that was kind of a seed for something down the line if I needed to. The beatdown, the personal promos going back into their independent days, into the Ring of Honor days, that kind of ties into the Iron Man match and how that got formulated.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck am I not on a writing team?
I think we ask that every week.
Can somebody tell me?
So, what other matches would we have likely seen in that time frame if he didn't leave? I think they could have ran Punk Cena forever. Not constantly forever, but keep returning back to that feud over and over again.
Well, that kind of feels like how Daniel Bryan and CM Punk actually was. You can keep them away until you need a program. Once that program's there, yeah, bring them back together. I feel the same way about that as well. We could have had CM Punk Bray Wyatt in 2015, going later on down that road.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk Roman Reigns, post-Shield breakup. We could have had a lot of guys coming into NXT. I'd like to see him go into NXT for a little while. Not because, he's not popular. He really build that up. We could have got Punk Balor, Punk Kenta, Punk Bo Dallas when he was actually on a good run.
True.
Punk Seth Rollins. Like the limitless. I mean, we could I can't remember who said it on the chat, but Punk Sami Zayn.
Oh yeah.
Could have had that. Punk Kevin Owens at that time.
Yeah.
It's limitless. And by this time, Samoa Joe was coming up too. So guess what? You could have had CM Punk Samoa Joe again. Because I've seen every CM Punk Samoa Joe one-on-one match and never had been disappointed.
Yeah, it's a beautiful feud. A great feud.
So looking back into that now, what would have been like, other than Daniel Bryan, what would have been like the feud that you'd put over with CM Punk? That wasn't an option.
I think I would have done a good Randy feud. Heel Orton and face CM Punk. Those two are just special in the ring. And I don't think you would have gotten a bad match out of it at all.
No. Them two working each other is basically a night off for each of them.
Yeah. Of course, I would like to have seen John again, because that fucking Raw match will go down, I think, as the greatest Raw match in history. Punk and Cena.
I would say that match was better than their Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
And not just because they popped the pile driver, but because they had less time, but it felt like they put more into it with less shenanigans. It was more of a wrestling match. So fucking good.
I would have liked to have seen him also maybe pick through the Authority. Like,
Well, we kind of were in a sense.
yeah,
Probably not to the degree that you wanted, but we kind of were. Like we had him feud with Kane a little bit. We had him feud with Randy a little bit. We had him do a match with Batista.
yeah,
At the same time, on the other side of the scale, Daniel Bryan was also picking off the ones that Punk wasn't working at the time.
true. Yeah. Who else? Who were the good pure wrestlers at the time? And
There wasn't-
Rollins.
Really wasn't that many, dude.
There wasn't.
At this point in time, Daniel was the top technical wrestler.
Yeah.
Seth was coming into his own. He was still trying to figure out who Seth Rollins was at the time, especially a single Seth Rollins.
Right.
There's not that many because this was more of a character-driven era,
Yeah.
more or less than wrestling.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's probably where it would have been
I'd
for
put
me.
I'd put Ziggler there.
Never a fan.
And
Like
that's fine,
I
but
recognize what he does. But if it comes to like feuds I'd love to see, he'll never come up in one of them.
well, that's fine. But you were asking who a good pure wrestler was.
Oh,
He is.
and that, yeah.
He just gets put in that little pinhole because of how he sells.
Hmm.
But he's a damn good, like, legit wrestler.
Yeah.
Even Cardona. Cardona in his own right's a damn good wrestler.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
And he was there in 2015 as Zack Ryder. So there's two guys on the mid card. I know I give him a lot of fucking flack for it, but Miz,
Right.
he's a decent worker.
He definitely is.
And even for his size, Big E was on the roster in 2015, 2014,
Hmm.
running around with Punk's wife. They could have turned that into something. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Alberto was in the
That's
Fed
true.
at the time.
Yeah.
So I mean,
There were
there's
some talent.
so many opportunities there. All right, well, let's hit it on that final commercial break. Give final thoughts.
All right. We shall return shortly.
Castile. Indulge in the revolution.
All right. Thank you, Castell Vodka. For those listening on the podcast, it's KASTELL vodka.com. Some of the smoothest vodka on the planet.
Please drink responsibly. Please be 21 years of age or older when consuming alcohol.
Yes, that. Hey, Thaddeus, thank you for joining the heel faction. You guys should all follow Thaddeus's lead and hit that join button down there and I'm a member of the heel faction.
All right, final thoughts. Obviously, I built this up the way I wanted. I had a vision in mind, and I kind of booked it like WWE books WrestleMania. I booked this final match, and I booked backwards.
Okay.
Is there a couple things I'd like to have done differently? Yes. I would have liked to put a little more emphasis on the week-to-weeks, more or less than just like overall pay-per-views. I'd like to kind of pull in like the rocket that Roman Reigns had on his back. I would probably like to put him on this a little bit more. I would like to have had Cena on this a little bit more. I'd like to use Brock a little bit more because Brock was fucking hot in 2014. He's fresh off the streak win. He's started Suplex City. He's the hottest thing. And maybe only using him once at SummerSlam and having him lose after beating the streak is probably the wrong move. But I couldn't let Daniel lose the title.
Yeah.
Because I needed him to have that long reign. I needed him to be the Iron Man in this story.
Yeah. And he's the right guy.
Oh, yeah. If anybody could do it, it's him. I would probably pulled a couple of NXT guys up. Definitely Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
I said for years that he was in NXT way too fucking long.
Yeah. He was.
Kevin Owens should have never touched NXT, in my opinion. He was ready for main roster day fucking one. Now, granted, he had a hell of a run in NXT.
He did.
Even though it was kind of short, he had a great run.
Yeah.
Probably because of the tag team stuff that I was having done, I'd probably pull up the Ascension and not fucking try to repackage them into that bullshit that they had.
Yeah.
Ascension and NXT, over. Badasses. It worked. They didn't need to become the Legion of Doom.
Soon as fucking Vince took him over, it was downhill.
Yep. And I didn't really want to put too much emphasis on the Shield themselves because coming out of 2013, he won that 3-on-1 handicap match with the Shield at TLC 2013.
Right.
So there was really no point in trying to rehash that out unless I was going to rebuild a faction for him, whether it be another form of Nexus, another form of Straight Edge Society, or build something entirely new. And I didn't want that. I want the focus to end up being how low is Punk going to go versus how high Daniel can stay, and see if they can balance out.
Gotcha.
Other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with what I came up with. Unlike last week where there was a few things after going over it with you, I felt I could have definitely switched up and made it better. I don't think I could have made this much better than what it was.
No, I enjoyed it. It was short, sweet, to the point.
You say short, sweet, to the point. We're running an hour on this motherfucker.
Well, I mean, running through that year.
Yeah.
You knew what you were going for, and you went to it. So, yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
Okay. That's your final thought? Enjoyed it?
Yeah. I mean, I told you who I would like to see in Punk work. So it's really the only... And there would be other matches than those, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, no, I enjoyed where it went.
All right.
And then we still got Punk for the next 10 years, so he's going to win plenty of championships.
Yeah. He's definitely not going to be on Raw the next night.
Yeah.
100-minute Iron Man match. What the fuck was I thinking?
All right, well, you want to do the pleasantries and take us out of here?
Pleasantries. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget this Sunday morning at 12 noon Eastern, 11 Central. Johnny motherfucking Hughes, 11 Central. For the original Hill Shit podcast, where we're going to go over, actually, I have two subjects. I'm going to leave it to you.
Sure.
The original idea I had, which I'm still down for, the pros and cons of 2-night pay-per-views.
I like it.
Or we do a review of this latest heel run of John Cena.
I'll give it some thought. It'll be a surprise on Sunday.
That works. That will work. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, the one makes more sense, but the other one I have more to say on. So tune into that on Sunday. It's gonna be an interesting conversation either way. As long as Elwood minds his P's and his fucking Q's. God damn it.
God damn.
Don't forget to tune in this coming up Tuesday for WIW with Dark Cordz, Draven Grimes, and Edgar from the Snug Wrestling Podcast, which, by the way, he hit a mile mark today. Proud of that guy. He is now officially in the top 50 of the United States for Wrestling Podcast. Round of applause. Yep. Cease it. So, yeah, he will be on Tuesday night where we will be covering the week's worth of wrestling. No telling what's going to be going on. Hopefully no Monday Night Raw shit. God damn it. So tired of that already. As well as next Thursday, we come back here for
Fantasy Wars.
Let's see what we talking about next week. What if they got Roman Reigns over in 2015?
Jesus, we're in Bizarro world.
Yep. Explore how WWE would have been booked differently if the fans fully embraced this early big dog face run.
I like it.
I don't know how much I'm going to cook on this one. Because here's my thing on it, and a little side tangent. It is what it is. if we didn't get that rejection in 2015, 2016, 2017, we wouldn't have gotten the tribal chief.
Probably not.
We would probably still be sitting here with the big dog
Yeah.
going through yet another Shield fucking reunion. So I don't know how I feel about that one. Obviously it's going to be a very interesting conversation to have with you. I'll say it, fuck it. I'm going to fucking cook. I don't know how I'm going to fucking cook this. I might saute it. I might just throw it in the microwave. I don't fucking know yet.
But it'll be cooked.
It will be cooked. It will not be bleeding. Fuck. And as well, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget our brand new podcast, The Booker's Table, is out now. Dark Cordz, please introduce The Booker's Table and what we do there.
Yes, the Booker's Table. We take the weekly episodes of live wrestling. Right now we're doing Raw and AEW Dynamite, and we're breaking them down segment by segment. What we liked about it, what we didn't like, the good, the bad, the ugly. And we release the first hour one day and the second hour and the overrun the other day, and we go in depth and just break them down piece by piece. By little piece.
100%. And right now we're currently doing Dynamite and Monday Night Raw. But if there's a show that you would like us to start doing, please put it in the super chat. We will take it in consideration. No weird shit like let's do CMLL or AAA or anything like that. Keep it on the mainstream. That way everybody knows what the fuck we're talking about. Do not forget to hit us up on all the social medias at Heel Shit Podcast. Everybody knows the social medias right now. I'm not going to go through them. As well as far as the YouTube membership, we got the 2 tiers. We got the $1.99 that gets you damn near everything you want. You got the members only videos. You got the merch at cost. I can't stress that enough. At fucking cost. We do not make a dime on that shit. As well as the emojis, all that good shit. Then we also have the $4.99 one, which is our more personalized one. You get the monthly Zoom call. You get the followbacks on all your socials, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see that, this. Oh, the merch. The merch. It's fucking beautiful.
It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah. See, if we do this a little bit earlier, I would like do the merch is the beautiful. I'm not doing that tonight. I'm fucking tired. As always, we have the Heel Shit Podcast merchandise. We have Forbidden Kingdom merchandise, such as the original OG TFK hoodie that my boy is representing here tonight. This is the reissue. It's not the original. As well as the GAT 316 shirt available, as well as the Fuck Logan Paul shirt that is available in the censored and uncensored, depending if you can walk around with the word fuck on your shirt. Hoodies, t-shirts, cups, shorts, stickers, bandanas, probably, I don't know, socks at some point. All that on the merch site. Go buy shit.
Go buy shit.
I'm done.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. For Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cordz. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Bad guys do heel shit. Peace.
Heel Shit Podcast.